arrive at the boat,
To the ship.
seeing Isaac and Vern talking. Both of them seem to be in quite the somber mood.
Oh, please don't do that. He's okay. He's fine. It's all good.
As Burm sees you, he rushes down the stairs as fast as an old man can rush down the stairs without falling. And he looks at you and simply says, "Do you have it?"
We have something, but it may have drastic consequences.
What are we meant to have?
Thing to
Something
fix
to help
Aerodel.
him?
God.
He looks at you questioningly.
Oh yes,
Seeing as that's
something,
what
of
the
course,
entire
he's
purpose
dying.
of your
I
stay.
remember now.
You big fuck.
No, but like, you keep saying. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We potentially found a cure. And we just go down.
And it might fuck him up for good. As
What-
Varian looks
what
to
do you
Burr and Apollyon goes, you know him longer. It's your choice. I gotta look at that note real fast. Varian will pull out the letter and show them. So apparently it might be this thing called a black stripe bullet. It's some thing that's made by R or something, and it magic won't be able to heal you. Apparently that red powder we found so that they survive, but the powder making people fast or strong or something, and there's no indication how long it lasts. It's apparently also some kind of drug. So what this could do to him, but it's probably our only option.
Opali scoffs for a moment and simply asks you, "Do we have a choice?" As she lifts up the shirt of Arinil, and you see from the wound that you treated a few days ago, the infection seems to have spread grayish, almost like tendrils. The infection spreads out from the wound in a circular fashion. And
No, we don't.
Aranil's breath is very shallow.
Let's do it.
Right. So, do you want me to like rub it on him or feeding him it? Like, what do you want me to do with
Do
it?
we hold him down?
Maybe we mix it with water and make him swallow it or something. I don't know.
Should we try just putting it on the wound?
Yep, and if that doesn't work, then we'll try feeding it. And if that doesn't work, we'll
Right,
try
okay.
everything.
Yeah.
She's gonna put some of the powder on the wound.
I've lost
The
some
powder clumps up as small beads of sweat run through that powder, but nothing happens.
Where did your tile go, Sinead?
I've lost her. I don't know where she's.
Where,
Does the Coldbreaker's book say anything about the red powder in this regard?
I can check it again if you give me it.
Can read, thank you.
Not very well.
One more comment.
Don't tempt me.
Book. Does it say anything about this?
No, it does not.
Okay, it says one pinch. Maybe it is edible.
Okay.
I hope you don't have to fucking snort it, because that's gonna suck.
Let's try and feed it to him.
I'm gonna go get a glass of water.
I'm sure it's fine. A dying man has nothing to lose.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
A dying man has nothing to lose.
Okay, so it's Jack getting water. This?
Oh, is your tile the blank one? What'd you do?
Huh?
So, if Jet gets the water, I'll just feed him the powder when she comes back with it.
He's
Yeah, and
fucking
I'm-
tired.
Are you waiting for the water, or are you literally just...
No, I'm gonna wait for the water and then feed him it with the water.
Okay. Are you doing anything else, or just...
Just feeding him some of that powder,
Well,
bro.
You hear a small gulp as Neil swallows his mouthful of water. For a few moments, nothing happens. Until suddenly, his eyes shoot open
Oh shit.
and he starts thrashing around wildly.
Hold him
Someone hold
down, I
him down.
guess. I'll try. Need a strength check.
I tried to hold him down too.
Okay, who is holding him down?
Me too.
Please.
Unless one
both
of the
you make
NPCs
a
that's stronger and
strength
larger than me wants to.
19.
Hey.
9.
Well, you managed to hold him down well enough, but he's strong, really strong. You would not expect it from someone who has been on death's door just a moment ago.
Got fucking stabbed in the chest by rage. I expected this.
Slowly, but surely, you see the infection, the infectious grey flesh turn a bright pink as if fresh and new, and with a sudden clonk, you hear a metal ball hit the floor.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at it. Unsanitary, but that's fine.
Arenil lets out one last strained groan. He falls unconscious on the bed.
I'm
You pick
just
up
gonna check
this
his breathing.
bullet, and sure enough, on the side, along the entire equator of that bullet, is a small inscription inlaid into like a ring, a small indentation along the side, goes around the entire bullet. Inside is a few runes you cannot quite make out.
What language are they in?
I examined the bullets I got from off the captain that we killed and see if they're similar.
They are not.
Did
Oh,
you
then-
print
I did. Just to look at.
it? Okay, I'll take it. What language are the inscriptions in?
You can't tell. They are microscopic. They are extremely small. It's hard to tell anything
Okay.
just looking at it.
Baron sighs and looks at Apollyon Baron. Think he'll be okay now?
The wound looks much better now, at least.
I'll hand the bullet back to Varian.
Right.
Erinil's breathing is steady and slow.
So, now that he's fine, what's our next move?
Oh, I found Serenity in my.
There
She was with my dice.
God damn it. Kidnapped.
Hey.
Cash saying that Varian goes upstairs.
He's being such a little bitch.
Isn't
And
he
he's
always?
gonna go
I
search
know.
the pantry for alcohol.
He's always
Okay,
a little bitch, but today
give me
he's
an
being an
investigation
extra
check.
It's quite annoying.
Let me
I
find
agree.
alcohol. I don't want to be sober. Please, 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 please. Oh, you bastard.
Well, there's a bunch of bottles. One of them contains a murky brown liquid. You'd assume might be alcohol. You're not quite sure.
And cap it and smell it. Does it smell like alcohol?
It smells alcoholic.
Okay, I'll try it. Why not?
Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
I hope I die.
Oh.
I really don't. Sorry, that came out before it stopped. An automatic response.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, hey, that's 20, not nat. Or no, Constitution save. You said
Yeah.
that's 21.
The burning liquid runs down your throat. It's a extremely strong grog from the taste of it, but yeah, you don't really seem to care.
Nice. Stern is gonna sit in the kitchen alone drinking.
Mm.
This is the plan.
So now that everyone else who isn't a child is here, what's the next move?
I guess up to Compass.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want to go by boat, or I assume that would be best. Let's take the boat.
Burb looks at you questioningly. Is there another way?
I mean, we're on land, so.
But on another continent.
We're near the
Oh,
cairn.
yes. You're so right.
Dumbass.
I have had a long day.
Suddenly, that intelligence is nowhere to be found.
I am very tired. There is no intelligence left in me. Let's just go to Compass because honestly, I want to clear my name and get this shit over.
We just have to buy enough potions of water walking, then we should be fine.
By the by, I mean, I didn't much care about the problem before because we had bigger issues, but while you were gone, more of the food has vanished. And, well, Opali has barely eaten in the last 2 days. And Aranil, well, I don't think he took it, so there's still food vanished.
Jed, could you please come over here?
That
And I'm gonna ask her to hand me over the bear trap. And I'm gonna show them both to Burm. And I'm like, we bought these with us. We should position them close to the food and see if we catch anyone that might be
he
here.
has a concerned look on his face. Probably because you're putting, live traps in a boat with a lot of people on it. But,
Well, if we tell everyone of us, then we can at least make sure that not one of us steps into the traps.
he raises his shoulders and walks back up the stairs. He seems very tired. So.
Okay.
Honestly,
I'm-
just put this
I'm
down.
a fan of the
Just bring
traps.
thing. Then we
I'm
should-
gonna go to the food and put them down.
I'm gonna take another look around the boat to make sure there's no one here, including like in barrels and shit.
Please give me a perception roll, Rakesh, and Chris, please give me
Oh, for fuck's
an
sake,
intelligence
bro.
roll.
Intelligence for me? Okay.
I got a 7.
Straight up intelligence. It's a +1, so 18.
You put down the trap. One close to where someone would have to step to even reach the food. And you place one of the traps on one of the food. Rakesh, other than the lapping of the waves on the planks of the boat, you hear and see nothing in the back.
Okay. I'm gonna real quick. Oh my god, look at all these fireballs. I'm gonna
I want to cast fireball on the ship.
I'm gonna pick detect magic and walk the entire ship?
Well, please give me a perception roll.
And Cress just tells Rakesh
For
that
fuck's sake!
there is a trap now.
You may roll with advantage now. Well,
Stepping it again?
Chris, you see
disaster!
Rakesh absent-mindedly walking straight to where you placed one of the traps. One foot raises, and
I'm gonna jump over there. No!
okay, please give me a dexterity roll.
Disaster.
That's a natural one.
Instead of jumping over the crates, you jump directly against the crates. Shaking both of them, one of them tips over, triggering the trap, and food spills all over the hold. As Rakesh, you are quite shocked at this display, taking a step back.
Rakesh, I just
You
told you.
almost stepped into one of the bear traps.
My brain is just gone.
That is so funny.
Are you alright? That's not like you.
I have no idea what's going on, honestly.
There's an empathetic link between Varian and Rakesh, and now Varian's getting drunk and it's all going to affect Rakesh.
Apologies, I'll fix the trap.
Fucking Barry.
I'm gonna fix the trap.
I'm gonna start picking up the food and putting it back into the...
Well, the chest has a pretty big hole in it, but you turn it on its side and manage to put all the food back inside. It's, however, kind of hard to now close that chest.
Mhm.
God. My roll's this session, bros.
And
Leave it
on
out
the
of
way
my-
there, you didn't detect any magic. Except
Like there.
coming from the amulet you hold.
The amulet? Well, you mean the
Well,
fireball?
The
fireball.
beads.
Yeah, but I knew that. Okay, so can I just walk around the trap? Around
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah, you can.
And I want to.
Now that you know that it's there.
I'm just gonna walk the entire.
Before I go anywhere else, I'll tell all the others where the traps are.
Passing Serenity, you feel almost like a gust of magic coming off of her.
Magic.
But well, it feels like the magic you've always felt from Serenity.
Yeah.
However, it feels a little stronger. You're not sure why. Passing Arenil, you feel that same burning magic sensation that you had when that guy in the alley attacked, except it feels more like embers instead of a burning flame.
Mhm.
Other than that, you notice nothing of magic on the ship.
Okay. Fuck. Say.
Jet,
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask you something. I mean, if it's private for you of a question, then just tell me. But I always wondered if you change your form, what happens to your clothes?
Stay the same.
So if you turn into a big person, then you rip your clothes, basically.
End up naked.
Yeah, that's why I bought the pants.
Okay, so if you turn into like the big guy, then it would be best for you to take off your clothes before that, so you don't
Yeah.
rip them. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'm curious. Sorry.
Okay.
Fighting naked would be a pretty good distraction.
Good.
It would be.
Yeah, yeah, fair point.
Rakesh used to do it all the time.
He did not.
Well, it would be pretty unpractical if I wear my clothes every time.
Yeah.
Throw your clothes at people as a distraction.
I'm gonna go upstairs and see and tell everyone about the traps, including Varian.
Thanks. It goes back to drinking.
Okay, and she just leaves. She leaves him alone and asks Berm. So when we came here, we were talking to Isaac. You both looked concerned. What was it all about?
I mean, we had someone dying downstairs.
You guys are also
Yeah, but that's no reason to really. I mean, it almost looked like you were arguing or something.
Oh, it was it was just about, someone's captaining, steering ship. Mister throwing sideways glances at Isa while he says that.
So yeah, now everyone knows about the traps, and I hope remembers them.
Me too.
I'm gonna go over here. Do I see Varian drinking?
I wouldn't
Well,
you?
yeah, it's not really hard to see Varian
Sitting at the
drinking.
fucking
but-
table alone drinking.
Do you have any more of that? I am so done with today.
Varian will push the bottle towards Rakesh.
Fuck me. He'll take it and like down a bunch of it, and then put it back on the table.
Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Not throw up on me. I will end you.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Of course.
I guess, you got started early with that ale. A bit more alcohol doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
sufficiently drunk at the moment.
Thank you.
Varian will gesture to a chair at the table.
Yeah, Rakesh will just like fall into it.
Drink.
I nearly stood in a bear trap again.
Did you really?
Yes. I didn't stand in it, but I almost did.
Oh my god. You're such a disaster.
I know.
Into being smart.
Apparently I am not smart today.
Are you really smart any day?
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. God. This day fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Got thrown up on by a worm. What the fuck?
You did get thrown upon by a worm. That was quite funny, actually.
It was not funny.
That was really funny.
You're the worst.
I know. Trying to drink away the fact that we have to go clear our name with a organization that kills people who get on the wrong side of them. Yay!
What even happened with that? Like, why were we set up?
I don't know. What was the point? We weren't doing anything bad.
I mean, why did it happen again?
Again?
And oh fuck me. I did say again, didn't I?
Yes.
Varian just drinks again.
Has this happened before? Have you been set up before with Treehawk?
Not with 3Hawk, or I don't think so. But yeah, that is what again means. This is bullshit. This is all bullshit. All of
I
it.
agree. It is bullshit.
All of the demons and the weird shit and that fucking lady. All this is bullshit.
Fuck that lady.
Lady.
Fuck her.
Honestly. I'm still too sober and I'm definitely drunk.
Hey, did you know? Right, did you know? I have something interesting for you.
Oh god. What?
Did you know? Were you aware that giants are the only race that has actually living survivors from the catastrophe. Interesting fact.
That is interesting. I don't know why I need to know this, but that's interesting.
Compass was also named after its 4 main streets, which are North, South, and East and West Avenue. Just 'cause
Creative.
it's a compass, you know.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that joke. Very aware that that's how compasses work.
Yes. It was also the first seat of power when the Iron Republic, did their thing.
Excuse me, who's growing that dice? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, Varian is kind of like, fuck the IR.
Oh, them. Who cares about them? Do you have a problem with them?
Chooses to take another drink to avoid answering this
I'm
question.
going to take yes from that.
You can take whatever you want from
Did
that.
they make you sad, Varian? Did they make you very sad? That what happened.
Why are you always such a dick?
I'm just saying.
Why do you have this horrible... Do you just have this need to make everyone around you as miserable as you are?
I'm not miserable. I'm having a very good time, can't you tell?
Yeah, you seem like you're having a real fun time.
I sure am.
Listen, if you want to sit here and drink with me, that's great, but if you're gonna be an ass, you can leave.
You're a spoiled sport.
Oh yeah, sure, because it's so much fun bringing up tragic shit that's gone down in my life.
Oh, please. Tragedy is only what you make of it. If you choose to dwell in it, then that's your fault.
Fair enough. Choosing shit that's your fault. Was your sister... this... Or do you keep her that way?
Is she what?
Naturally... Does she naturally lack her own agency? Or do you keep her that way because you know that she can make her own decisions, she can leave you?
Oh, you're so funny. You're
No.
so funny! You have no idea.
Oh, I don't.
You will see.
I think two of us can play the mean game.
Oh, please, I'm not offended by your question. I'm more upset that you would think I would do such a thing when instead I could actually be helping you out. Not that you'd believe me, even if I was. Not that I
How would
care
you
if
help
do.
me out?
I mean, talk about her, like, oh, why do you just... Can she not make her own decisions, or do you just like to keep her on a leash? And it's like, you don't even know her. You never spent like 20 years with her, did you? 'Cause I did.
No, I haven't. You're right.
Exactly.
Impression I'm getting.
Well, maybe you spend 20 years with her and then you tell me again.
Yeah, because we're all gonna be together after we clear our names, right? It's not like we're all just gonna go back to our fucking lives.
What lives?
Actually. This fucking bullshit. All of it. All of this. All of us. This is all bullshit. Everything.
You know what? You don't even make sense anymore.
Don't I make sense?
Because you're like, oh, it's all bullshit, but what is bullshit about it? It's all here, it's all happening, there is no bullshit.
What is it? We don't even know what's happening.
Oh, well, I mean, we know that things are blowing up, there are some boxes out there, and we need to not die.
That's all true. Fair enough.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. You want to not die, Erin.
Do I want to not die?
Yes. You want to clear your name and have a good old time.
I want to clear my name. I don't have much other choice, do I? See, here's the thing. All of us are wanted, right?
Yes.
If I don't clear my name, my life is over. I've lost everything that I ever had.
Is that because you're a criminal and, like, they do the thing where they have to have a good reputation?
Yep. The fact is, even if we do clear our names or whatever, there's still a chance that my reputation could still be tarnished, and I might still be fucked.
Well, hey. You do what you can.
Yep. That's all we ever do.
Kind of lays his head down on the table.
Aaron's just like sitting in this chair with like his head resting back on like the top of the chair with his eyes closed and his arms crossed.
We should, like, I don't know, go to campus and have like a party and not think about the fact that we're going to die from 3 Hawk.
Yeah, sounds like the plan to me.
I could do with that. That would be
Honestly, even if we do die, at least we had a party, right?
Yeah, I want a party before I die. I want a party at my funeral.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah, if your funeral's not a party, you're doing it wrong.
exactly. Like, it's the only way. If Serenity will make sure my funeral is a party, it's fine.
Honestly, as long as people get really fucking drunk at my funeral, that's all that can be asked.
They just need to get fucked up.
Get a fucking funeral, that's all I ask. The people in my life not having funerals. Oh, not in the sense they don't die, but in the sense like they're dead and there's just like... That sounds worse. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh. Well, where does the body go?
Out of the ocean. Some body pile being fucking IR throws you.
Oh, the IR killed someone you love. That makes sense.
Yeah, let's fucking talk about it. That sounds great.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Oh,
Oh,
let's do it.
the fact the IR killed someone. Who was it? Was it Daniel? Is Daniel dead?
It's all of the fingers directly into the wound.
Ooh.
Marion stays in his position, not looking at Rakesh, and he goes, if you think you can use Daniel to hurt me, you're wrong.
I'm not trying.
Anyone anymore.
What?
Finally fucking free. No one can use him ever again.
He's free.
That is the only freedom people like me get.
Oh, so he is dead.
Yep.
Was it the IR?
Yep. Well. That pulled the lever that hanged him. Now he fucking turned us in. But... Ever see someone get hanged before?
Yes.
Or stare into the eyes of the only person you've ever loved and watch them hang?
No.
Recommend it.
I'm sure you do,
Ever find out who fucking set us up? No.
Well, if it means anything, I am sorry that happened.
Mostly my fault anyway.
Someone did die for it. So.
Oh, talking of parties, this is a great one.
Yes, we are having an awesome party. Just 2 people at a table getting drunk at what time is it?
The sun's somewhere.
Somewhere. Great. The sun is still in the sky.
Oh, tell me something tragic about you now.
Tell you something tragic. You want to know something tragic about me?
Oh, tell me something tragic.
I don't have tragedy.
I do have tragedy.
I don't. Not tragedy. I've never watched someone I love get hanged. I'm not that tragic.
What? That tragic? What does that mean?
I mean, it's pretty tragic, is it not?
Fuck you.
No, it's not meant to be an insult, Varian.
Fine, tell me something about your life. Something personal. I refuse to be the only one sharing here.
Oh, we'll ask a question. What do you want to know?
I don't know even what to ask with you. I don't fucking know. Where'd you learn all your magic shit? Let's go with that.
I learned it with books.
Helpful, deep, insightful.
It's true. I studied the books and I learned magic because my sister has magic and I wanted it too.
You can learn magic from reading books.
And if you have the ability for it, then yes. Some people. So let me explain magic to you. Some people are born with innate magic, like Serenity, right? She has magical ability. Some people are born without it, but some people are still born with an aptitude for it. So, like, you can be born without the natural ability that she has, but you can still have the ability to learn it. Not everyone does have the ability to learn it, but I did.
Okay. And did you just find these books, like, on the street?
I mean, no, I get them from stores. Where do you get your books?
I look like someone who owns books.
I mean, no, but, like, I like to think you read at least once every year.
If you're talking about mission reports and job openings, then maybe.
I'm going to get you to read a full book.
You will not get me to read a full
You
book.
absolutely are going to read a full book.
No.
I read, like, a full book all the time.
Oh, what a fucking nerd.
This nerd knows more magic than you do. Also, I am very smart, so...
That's so smart, you almost stepped in a bear trap.
I never said I was wise, but I am. I mean, sometimes. Look,
So smart.
I know math. Do you know math? Because I know math.
Out of character, it sounds like you're saying meth.
I
Because
I do, and like I am smart like that.
How dumb do you think I am?
Like, I don't know. How dumb is the normal person? You all seem pretty stupid.
This is the guy who almost stepped in a second bear trap on her own fucking boat.
It's fine. It's only 2 times in my entire life.
Never living that down, sunshine.
You hear something heavy fall to the ground in the next room.
Oh.
We want to look.
What?
Much do we care?
Oh, it is a heavy object. It's probably just someone dropping bear traps again.
Careful, you don't step in this one, too.
I'm not going to step in another bear trap.
Do you need me to scope the ship for you? Make
No,
sure there's no bear
I
traps
know
in
where
your
the bear
way?
traps are. Shut
Should I
up.
carry you?
No, I can carry myself. No, that's not what I mean.
Carry yourself very well.
I do. Yes,
Yeah,
most
you
of the
do.
time.
There are quite a few instances in which you don't, but most of the time.
Well, you name one because I cannot think of
Almost
any.
stepped in another fucking bear
No,
trap.
right, stop talking about the bear traps!
I don't know. God, you're abrasive? Though that's not really how you carry yourself.
Abrasive? You say
You're
I am.
abrasive.
I'm not that abrasive.
You are incredibly abrasive. You make
I am-
sandpaper look soft. Grindstones look cuddly.
I
next to you.
am not that abrasive.
You literally the worst. You're so abrasive. You could wear down cliffs just by standing next to them.
No, that is not true.
It is true.
You're just a soft baby. That's why.
No.
Yes.
You're just a dick.
I am not that much of a dick. I have met bigger dicks than me.
Any of them.
It is now
No,
early
you don't.
evening. You've been drinking all day.
I slug that. Each other. So, if you could do anything, what would you do right now? Aside from clear our names, like after that's done.
I would go find a book and I would read it. And after that, then I would go to campus and find some stuff because if you don't like keep looking for shit for even no reason, life becomes really boring really quickly. I would like totally go find out some secrets or something. That would be fun. Like in books, you can read a lot about olden days and like eras that don't exist anymore, and it's really interesting.
So much about books.
Because I like books.
The only thing you like?
I like alcohol and magic.
Oh damn, I was just about to say something we had in common. Magic's not that bad.
And Serenity is pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah, she is.
So like, I like her as well.
I hope so. She's your sibling.
She tried to cut my fucking leg off once. That is
What the fuck?
yeah,
Why?
I know. Because she's crazy. She read about it in a book. And then
See,
a funny
books are
story,
bad.
actually. She read
Bad for you.
no, but like she found out about the body and was like, oh, if I cut this tendon, then he'll never be able to walk again. And so she tried to.
Fuck.
But then she
Okay.
got
Here that if I ever like go down or thing, she's not allowed to touch me.
no, she's not going to hurt you. She like
I need my
it's
legs.
like a joke. It's like an inside joke between me and her. You know, like we have this inside joke. We don't do it to anyone else. It's not so fun.
Yeah, and I need my legs.
So do I. I still have them, so we are fine.
I mean, you do hurt your leg a lot.
I do. Yes. I'm
Clumsy.
not very. I mean,
Observant?
that is one thing I will admit to. I am not very
Agile.
strong, and I am
You're not
very-
graceful either.
Absolutely. But I am smart, and you can't deny that because I am.
And you're smart. That's all you got, though.
Yes, I mean,
Drink with us, or is it literally just us this whole time?
Does anyone want to join us?
I'll join.
Good God, no.
As Serenity comes down the stairs, she sees Cress lying on the stairs leading to the quarters.
Oh,
What did you do?
Was that to me?
Yeah, because you come down stairs and you can see her.
I'm gonna give her a little kick with my foot. Are you dead?
She's just snoring.
Okay, good enough.
Roll a new character.
I'll go sleep.
Oh, hello, Serenity.
Hi. What are
Hey.
you doing?
I was telling Varian about the time that you tried to cut off my leg.
Oh, yes, that was an embarrassing fail.
Yes, you didn't do very well.
No, maybe next time.
Yes, next time. No, no, not next time.
You just agreed to have your leg cut off.
No, I said no
Last
afterwards.
thing was just you're like, I'm so smart. Yeah, cut my leg off.
You know, alcohol inhibits your ability to think.
You're drunk.
We're very
Mm,
drunk.
Not that drunk. We are moderately drunk.
We're very drunk.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
How drunk are you, Serenity? Like 2.5?
I don't know how much that is.
I know you don't because you can't do math.
Oh my. Why don't you teach her?
What? I mean, she's not very good at learning.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to create a little spider on the table in front of Rakesh.
Stop!
You know how you keep calling me a baby?
Get rid of it.
Baby?
Get rid of that thing. Oh, it's
Now
coming
stop.
closer to me. Get it off!
It's a fucking spider. Jesus, dude. It doesn't exist here. Fuck, what's a god?
Tia.
Insert god name that's Lord
Tia, Tom. Muhammad.
Todd.
Cressius is screaming and wakes up.
Serenity, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, please.
You have to say something nice to me if you want to.
Oh,
get rid
you
of it.
have lovely hair. Get rid of it.
I know. I'll get rid of it.
Okay.
Hair. Like, why don't you ever like
What
braid
is-
it or
What is going on in here?
We're drunk.
We're getting pissed.
I don't
Yeah.
know how to braid my hair.
You don't know how to braid. I'll teach you. I can teach you how to
Why
braid
would
your
I
hair.
need to braid my hair?
Because then it doesn't get caught in the tree branches like it does now.
I mean, if I could cut it, it wouldn't get caught in the branch.
No, you don't need to cut it.
It'll be cute. We can put flowers in it. It'll be great.
Putting flowers in my cut hair?
No, you
No,
don't need to cut your hair, Serenity.
I'll teach you how to braid your hair. I'm good at it too, so it'll be great.
Oh. I mean, I guess we could braid my hair.
Not right now though, because I'm really drunk. It's to work well.
And no cutting it, because it's fine.
Arian still has his eyes closed as he's leaning back in this chair. He doesn't look at anyone.
Cress says, I can help with that, and she looks kind of embarrassed.
Aw, it'll be a braiding circle.
I'm not joining in.
I've been back in the brothel. I've been doing that quite a lot with the other girls, doing their hair and stuff. So I can help with that.
I guess you should braid Serenity's hair.
You wanna like drink with us or something?
Yeah, do you guys want alcohol?
Sure.
You hold up the bottle and it's almost empty.
Yes, it's pretty much empty actually. I don't really sorry.
You didn't want to be sober. Sobriety sucks. Fuck being sober. I'm still too sober.
You guys are so strange.
Well, shut up. It says you.
I don't have coping mechanisms.
You're wearing a tooth, and you're calling. I'm smarter than you. So.
Yes, because the tooth is
Your
very
only
special to
comeback,
me.
Rakesh. Come up with something else.
I am so smart. I could come up with anything I want.
Come up with something else. Says I'm smart immediately.
I was so smart.
Great.
So, Chris, like, You know when... How... No, I don't want to. That's mean. I'm not going. Varian
What?
called me mean earlier, so I'm going to be nice now.
Don't be nice, never. You couldn't be nice if you
I
wanted
am
to.
being very nice.
You're
What's
never.
your-
Well, sometimes, I guess.
Yes.
You're going to be nice
Yes, I'm
to
being nice.
everyone.
No.
So you're not nice.
No, I'm being perfect. I am nice.
Who are you
And
being
I'm
nice
nice, Serenity. I'm so nice.
Who are you gonna be nice to?
Cut my hair?
What did you say, Serenity?
Are you nice enough to let me cut my hair?
No, you're not cutting your hair. Why would you want to do that?
You guys are complaining that it's too long.
No,
it's
just
not
braid
too
it.
long. It's just a hairstyle.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm already
It's
beautiful.
You are. Yeah, you are.
Prettier
So
than
why? So no need to cut your hair.
Wait, Rakesh, who are you being nice to? You said you
To
weren't being nice
Chris.
to everyone.
I'm being nice to Chris.
By not saying what's on your mind.
Yes.
That's pretty good for a cash.
Yes.
Mm.
I mean, I still know that you wanted to say something that's probably insulting.
I mean, you know I wanted to say it, but you know I didn't say it. Like, usually I would have just said it, but I didn't.
It is progress.
It is.
It
progress.
kinda
Shame you have
is,
to
yeah.
be wasted for progress, but it's progress.
Yeah, let's take what we can get.
Being wasted. We should get more alcohol next time.
We
we're
should
in
get
port.
more of that. Aren't
Hey, Iserk! You wanna sit with us?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, why don't we just? You know what? We should do another game of the thing
Oh
that
no.
escapes the player. The word is escaping me, the player, who is completely sober right now.
we should not, because if we did that again, I'm pretty sure people would get pissed off.
Oh, because you're mean?
It's
I'm
pretty
not
late.
me. I'm so nice.
I can't even name all the times you've been mean to like me or Serenity or something.
I have not even been that mean.
You literally hear something bad about me and like something like tragic. You're like, oh, this is a tragic thing. I'm going to bring it up so that the Varian
That's
feels
because
bad.
Look, you're just pretty tragic.
I'm not that tragic.
Why?
Did you know
What
that
happened?
Varian is very tragic?
You can
Oh,
kind of
God.
tell.
I don't know because I have no clue about his past.
I'm not that tragic. Who hasn't lost I'm not finishing this sentence.
He has lost many friends.
Oh, that is pretty tragic.
Yeah,
I told
I'm
you.
sorry.
Who have you lost?
My parents, the guy I loved. Amela's probably fucking being a pirate somewhere, so she's probably dead eventually. Or she thinks I'm dead. Probably.
That's only like 4 people.
Have you lost 4 people, Serenity? I don't think so.
Not many people.
I don't reply.
Well, you gotta know people to lose people. That's one way of staying safe.
Hey, maybe me or Akash will be the like 5th and 6th person you lose.
Are you saying we're going to die, Serenity?
No, that was touching for what you meant. And that's cute and funny because Jesh like flicks his hand between him and Rakesh. He still hasn't opened his eyes. He's still just like leaning back and she just like waves his hand in between him and Rakesh. He's like, but really, do you think us along?
You good out.
Oh, Baron's just waving his hand to him and Rakesh. He's like, oh, like really, like us? You think we like get along? Like really?
That's funny.
Yes.
She's gonna like smile at Varian even though he can't see it. Oh, I see what you're doing.
But I don't see what I'm doing. What? Did I do a thing? Barry finally opens his eyes and he looks at his hand confused. He's like, I don't get it. What?
You're really
Then-
good at lying.
Thank you. Very
You're
hard.
welcome.
What am I lying about, though?
I guess you're so good she doesn't know.
Oh no, I know.
What am I lying about?
Well, if you know, doesn't that mean he's not that good?
Guys, what are we talking about?
am I
I
not?
thought you'd
I'm
try
still
being nice and
confused.
not say it.
No, just say it. I am being nice, so that means you can be not nice now.
So confused. Maybe there is a point where you're too drunk.
Well, let Serenity say her thing. I want to hear it.
Right.
No, it's okay.
No, you should. You should
Okay.
go.
We all want to hear it.
We all want to hear you speak. Now go.
Wow, you really are drunk.
Yeah,
That's
I know. I'm really fucking pissed, Serenity.
I know.
Now go.
No,
Go.
no, this is funnier to save.
Well, you just okay.
probably another dick joke. Where's Jet?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
I
her
think
all
she's
day.
with Arenal. That's the
Oh,
last time I
God.
saw her.
You should bring her in on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and see if she can join us.
Varian's also gonna put his head down on the table.
Hey Jet,
No.
everything alright down here? How
Yeah.
is he doing?
How is he doing?
He's sleeping at the moment, but doesn't seem like he's in any danger.
I think he's doing better.
The others are. We wanted to ask you if you wanted to join us. Eating, drinking, talking, just trying to forget a bit about our worries.
Sure.
And Cress points to Aranel. I think it's the first time we can just let him sleep and rest.
She nods and kind of puts the blanket over Aranil, like. Well,
Now Aranel's gonna wake up hungry and just steps into the traps.
Well, already said it.
I feel like at some point Baron's back to like arms locked behind his head. He's still just leaning back with his eyes closed.
Did you say it's evening now?
It is late evening now.
Okay.
Oh, and Jed, I have to warn you, Rakesh and Varian are drunk.
oh. Didn't know we have alcohol on board.
You want some?
No, thank you.
You guys are back in the room now.
So, when I left, Serenity wanted to tell us something.
No, I didn't.
A shot.
Serenity, you should tell us a fact about yourself.
Fact
Yeah.
about myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't
a personal thing.
interesting about me.
Very interesting.
Personal?
Yeah, we're sharing personal shit.
Just gonna smile at
I'm
Rakesh.
tragic or whatever.
Okay.
No.
I have seen a lot of dicks.
No, that's not.
Varian like holds out his fist in the general direction of Serenity. It's like a fist
How
bump.
many people's dicks have you seen?
She fist bumps back.
I want to make an inside check on Serenity.
Girl, you're drunk as fuck.
Disadvantage. Should I make a deception check?
Okay. Oh shit. Nice.
Part 2 begins now.
Oh.
Oh, okay. 13. Oh yes! That's an 18, boys.
Oh, natural one!
Oh,
Oh my god.
Are you lying?
that, wait, what's my deception? It won't be enough anyway.
It's not enough.
Not,
No,
not plus 17.
She has seen a lot of dicks.
she has.
Is this definitely not a lie?
I mean, is it not a lie?
Is it not a lie, Sinead?
It's not a complete lie. She hasn't seen a lot. She's just trying
The
to...
question is, has she seen real dicks or is it just the drawn
Yes.
ones?
She's seen a dick.
She's seen a dick.
Oh, I do not like this.
Aw, what a protective older brother.
She is. This is not well.
So she has seen a lot of dead people. What's the problem of dicks?
Dick people.
She should not be seeing dicks. That is gross.
Priorities.
I look at Jet. My eyebrows lifted. My not existing eyebrows lifted.
It's your guys' turn. Varian says,
She looks like she regrets coming up.
Varian points to Jet and Cress is like, it's, or like in their general direction, he's like, it's your guys' turn.
Turn with what?
Earn personal shit. It's like Truth, part 2. I don't know.
I
I'm really
think you
drunk.
had enough of the alcohol.
Little bit, you might be right. You might be
You
right.
can never have enough alcohol.
I think if you have too much,
You
it can
can.
actually like murder you on this spot.
But I hope it does.
No, we should.
Yes.
If we do that, we lose all your contacts in campus. So you
Oh,
need
yeah.
to stay alive. Thank you very much.
That's a pretty good point.
I'm glad that's what I'm worth.
Yep.
You. Yep.
Thank you. That's touching, really. I mean, you're not wrong, but touching.
I think you're being sarcastic, but I'm too drunk to tell.
Touching part, yes. The you're not wrong, no. That was honest.
Okay.
That's about all I'm worth.
I will take that. Well, we
Personal
all have our personal uses, you know.
Do we?
No,
Sure.
I'm pretty useless.
Me? Huh?
I mean, you're useless too.
Oh. Well, we are all useless in our own right, so.
Wait, I just... Yeah, but you got, like, the magic shit, so you're, like, kind of useful. And you
When
don't
he
suck in
hits.
bear traps.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm not useful?
You have the sneaky sneak.
Stepped in the water.
And you basically killed those worms down there all by yourself. It's not like you.
A single worm.
Yes, you have the sneaky sneak.
the stealth.
You guys haven't... Has everyone sat down?
I have.
Cress is sitting.
Like, Varian just, like, gestures to the other end table. It's like, talk. Speak to us.
No one here is useless.
Oh, you're so nice, Jet.
You are really nice.
Stop being nice.
It's kind of scary.
Why?
No one's as nice as you. Genuinely nice is like half of you guys are. By
What?
half I mean
What?
Jet and Crest, because you two are kind of dicks sometimes.
Yeah,
But
Yes,
no one is like
What?
no one is genuinely nice like you guys are. Like there's always another motive.
Can
Like
try.
what's the game?
Is there any reason to be nice without a motive?
I don't know. Maybe because you're a nice person, like Jet.
You guys are like nice people.
Are you including Crest there?
Yeah.
Jet and Crest are being lumped
I
together
mean,
in the nice
I mean,
category.
you are the guys who need to protect my bag while we're battling against fucking weird monsters. So I guess it's not only because I want to be nice, because be nice to the people that are your allies and friends. So they're gonna help you.
Ah, so there is a motive.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Jet?
I think everybody should be nice to each other.
Yeah.
There's
Then
no
the world
reason
could be a
not
perfect
to.
place.
Exactly.
I like to have help on my journey, so being nice is easy to do and hopefully has an effect.
Yeah, it's not difficult to be nice.
Well, I have to admit, most of the time it is not difficult, but there are times it is difficult.
Oh, like when you were very mean to me when we met.
I was very mean to you.
Yes, I don't know. I was so nice to you, Chris. So
To be
nice.
fair, you were very suspicious when we met.
I don't like. I'm not suspicious. I just don't like
Right?
know people. Like I mean, I knew you guys, but like not well.
Literally, you dragged us to the middle of a city with a
You
giant church.
followed me. You did not have to follow me. I did not ask you to. You made the choice.
Trying to convince us to walk through a burning district.
Serenity, couldn't we have walked through that burning district?
We totally could have did it.
Exactly.
You made me throw a bell into the ocean.
Yes.
What the fuck?
The
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Exactly.
Why are you so angry about a bell?
Ding dong.
Do you have a fear of
Why am I
bells too?
angry?
No, he has a fear of bells.
Fear of bells.
Scared of bells?
I'm not afraid of bells.
That's
Amen.
funny.
Two. What do you mean two? I have a fear of bells too. What does that mean?
Because you have a fear of the water. Like the
I'm
one.
not afraid of water. God.
Yes, you are.
I literally went swimming.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You're afraid of
like-
water?
He's
Not
afraid,
afraid of
from
water.
when it comes from the sky.
Oh, storm.
Sky water.
The sky water.
So
Yeah.
rain.
Yeah.
Why don't we call it rain? Did I miss anything here?
I think I'm
What do you
missing
mean?
stuff here. What?
We're just talking about how Varian is scared of lots of things.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of. Name one other thing than storms that I'm afraid of.
Bells.
Varian sits up and he puts his hands flat on the table. He looks at Rakesh and he goes, "Just because I'm still curious isn't the right word. Like suspicious of you for how weird you were with that bell doesn't mean that I'm afraid of bells. It just
That
means
sounds like
that
something
some weird
someone
shit happened.
bells.
The bell literally opened a blood portal with a massive fucking demon in a church where blood flowed up the steps into it. That's not how gravity works.
He has a
Blood
point.
does not go up. So, excuse me if, when being loaded off, we fucking escaped a burning pirate ship into a city on fire where everyone was missing, essentially. And then there was a church in the middle of it that you pointed us to, because I was like, let's not follow the blood. And you're like, yes, we should follow the blood. This is the good idea. Let's walk through the burning district. It'll
I
be
do not
fine.
like your tone when you do an impression.
I love it.
I think it's a good impression of you.
I think
I'm talented. I'm
you
great.
should shut up.
You're getting very defensive.
You're
Yeah,
defensive.
he is. You're so defensive right now.
I have to admit, Varian has some very good points there.
It's about the bells and how he's scared of them.
Not okay. No, I'm not afraid of the bells. Like all bells, I am
Just big bells.
Just
big
bells that summon fucking demons that are trying to kill us, I guess.
Yes.
Do you
that.
think so many demons?
I don't know. No one tells me anything about this.
I mean, I don't know either.
But that's how it felt.
Destroyed, and when we cut the bell open, like the thing froze.
Oh yes, that did happen. I remember that.
Okay, good. I was worried that I didn't remember that.
No, the thing
We
froze.
drink a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let us do this.
Let us do this.
We're gonna regret this tomorrow.
Okay, right. Maybe it is night time.
Well, we're having
When I am drunk, I just turn into Serenity. It's really fucking annoying.
Well,
I'm leaning over to Jet and whisper in her ear, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I should have known this would turn out like this.
Okay.
No, it's not. Sleep.
I really like you guys.
Aw, that's so nice.
That is nice.
Why?
why? Oh, okay.
Good question. Actually, fair enough.
Thinking like we are twins, you know.
That's
No, but Rakesh is right. Like, why? At least for like the three of us. He says gesturing to Rakesh himself and Serenity. Why is a decent question.
You around?
We what?
You're fun. I don't know why my mic is.
It's okay. We are fun. Did you hear that, Serenity? We are fun.
we are pretty fun.
We are.
I'm not fun. I'm apparently tragic.
You you are tragic, but we are.
I'm not tragic.
You are. You are. You're like,
No.
oh, woe is me, daddy issues. I am baby boy. And then you're like, everybody is dead.
Oh, Berm is here. Hello, Berm.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Berm.
Don't want to butt in or anything, but do you want to let us set course for somewhere?
Yes.
Yes, let's go for Compass.
Yes. We should go to Compass.
Okay.
We're gonna die. But that's okay.
He slowly tugs back from the stairs. Couple of
Also-
minutes later, you can feel the ship. Slowly moving towards Compass.
Well, maybe we should end
all
tonight.
go to bed.
Yes, we should go to bed.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know. Light up.
Is anyone keeping what?
Someone
I'll
else needs to
keep
take my
watch.
shift tonight.
Same.
I'll
Before we go
I
to
can-
sleep, I want to. Well, as we're getting up, I want to grab the back of Varian's t-shirt. I'm gonna pull him up,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna be like, "Okay, time to go to bed." And then I'm gonna grab the front of his shirt and I'm gonna yank him forward.
Oh, God.
What the fuck? You don't need to drag me.
Okay, we are going this way. Come on.
Good
I'm
night.
Grabbing the collar
You're
of the shirt,
literally
and
as
I'm
drunk as I
dragging
am.
him away.
Are you dragging me?
I'm dragging you to the hammock so we can go to bed. Bedtime.
I will
Or they
take
have-
the first watch.
Oh, you're taking me to bed. I didn't know you liked me that way, Raquel.
No, shut up.
Grass is going down to
Guess we
see
know
how
who the
Aranel's
sub
doing.
is.
But before I go up, I want to search the kitchen for all alcohol and kind of hide it.
No!
That is so
Give
cool.
me-
I love it.
Give me an investigation if you can find all of the
No,
alcohol.
fail. Get in that
I love it.
Please don't, Flo. Don't succeed.
Oh, that's. Oh,
Rude.
What's your bonus on
For-
investigation?
No. +1.
Okay, well, you find a couple of bottles that you think are alcohol. And one of them seems to be like a pure alcoholic tincture, probably used for medical stuff.
Oh, we should have drank that.
I take them all and then I go up.
Okay, you are now in possession 6 bottles of suspected alcohol and 1 alcoholic tincture.
I'm buying my own alcohol.
Okay, so Jet is keeping first watch then?
I am watching too.
Okay, is Cress watching later or are you just...
yeah, I guess later. Yeah, for now she's
Then please
watching over
give
Aranel.
me a...
I'm just gonna roll for later.
Oh, that's a 16.
That's a 10 for me.
Okay.
40.
Well, Serenity, during your shift, you see a flash of light in the distance. And looking close, you think you see a storm from the west coming towards the east. So basically, coming straight from to the radar's cairn, where you are just leaving from. The rest of the night goes rather uneventful. And Cress, please give me an additional...
Perception check or natural 1.
Well, in the middle of the night when your shift is over, you hear a loud clonk. But tired as you are, you just turn around and go back. It is now early morning. You are on the ocean. Slowly.
I'm gonna go down to Aranel to see how he's doing.
Please give me another perception roll.
And it's an 11.
Well, Aaron seems to be sleeping just fine. He seems to have calmed. He's not sweating or throwing around anymore.
I'm gonna let out a sigh of relief.
I guess when Bear sleep shit because hangovers.
Yeah,
And it groans. He's like, I made so many poor decisions.
Rakesh is just laying in his bed.
So it was a long rest, right? So I can.
It was a long rest, yeah.
Let me do the long rest here.
Thank God.
Everybody reset.
This was so necessary for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Miranda sits in his hammock holding his
Especially
head.
with the upcoming Kraken fight.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Excuse me? What was that?
Excuse me.
No.
I wake up.
It's pretty bright out. The air
Varian's
in
hammock.
this
Like, oh,
area is still, even though you are out at sea and there is quite a wind, pretty cool. And almost feels like it's the last stretch of warmth before the winter comes.
Was it I
Huh?
heard Varian's name. What?
What?
yeah, I shake his hammock and like try and knock him off.
You suck. Stop, I'm awake. Leave me to die in peace.
Good morning.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yeah, because you didn't drink last night.
I don't think alcohol changes time.
What?
It's time to wake up.
I am awake, thank you.
Wake up more.
You're the worst. And Varian will sit up and be like, there, are you happy?
Yes. Are you
I'm
unhappy?
glad. Why don't you go interrogate your brother? That sounds like fun. Why don't you go bother him?
Okay. I'll do the same to Rakesh's hammock.
Serenity, get off of me, please.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god,
Jesus
you guys were
Christ,
so
you're
drunk last night.
I know.
Like, you both literally made out with each other in front of
No.
everyone.
I know you're
Everyone
lying.
on the ship saw it.
I know you're
It
lying.
was
that-
disgusting.
Serenity,
I can never drink again. Worst decision when I'm drunk.
Varian started it.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I would
Even in
expect
Avery,
that from
like-
him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Varian,
Alright.
please give me a constitution check.
Okay.
Oh,
Love
he's
it.
gonna throw up.
Blech.
We about to throw up.
I will not be making gag noises because I will actually throw up if I make one. The 7. Or no, that's not. That's are numbers that exist. It's an 8.
Well, you don't feel like you need to vomit, but you feel very, very sick, and the ship rocking in the waves is not helping at all.
Oh god, I'm never drinking again.
You say that, but you'll probably do it next week.
Yeah, probably. Especially being on a boat with you.
What's that meant to mean?
I'm too sick for this conversation.
I
I'm a
think he
stand-up.
means you make him sick.
Oh,
That's what we'll go with.
well, he makes me sick too, so it makes sense. Ah, I'm a stand-up. So, I don't know where we are, how close we are.
Nope.
So I'll go check it out, I guess.
This headache is not going away on its own. Alright.
I think this headache's ever gonna go away.
Oh, you are such a baby.
We're literally afraid of spiders. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
fuck off.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk to bed.
He looks at you a little grimly. It looks like he hasn't slept very well either.
Hello.
Mm.
So,
Mhm.
how long it will take us to get to Paris?
Like a week probably with these winds.
Oh, great. I guess we will sitting on the boat.
Mhm.
In the winds.
He just stares blankly ahead.
You good, Burn?
Yeah, I'm tired.
If you want, I could take over driving the boat
No.
for you.
No.
Then you can
Mm,
go
Never
take a nap.
again. Never
no,
again.
no, it's fine, thank you.
So boring.
He grabs the wheel a little more tightly than before.
Speaking of the winds and stuff, is there a storm visible on the horizon, or like what does it look like?
Well, don't you give me a no.
That's 17.
Same as Serenity, you see the dark clouds far in the distance. They seem to not be coming directly towards you, but rather be heading for the radar's cairn, where he left a couple of days ago. But nonetheless, you get this nervous feeling in your stomach. You watch the dark clouds in the distance, occasionally light up with a lightning bolt.
Aaron probably flinches every time there's like lightning, even if it's. He's like, well, that's great. Said a week? Great. I'ma go sleep for that week. Back downstairs.
So,
Is there anything you would like to be doing in this week of travel?
I want to check the
I
traps.
would like to. I can't do it. Fuck me.
Press.
Mm-hmm.
As you go back there to check on your traps, you suddenly see it.
Ooh.
There's a trail of a murky greenish substance from the stairs past Arenil's bed to the bear trap that you placed on the floor behind the chest. You are muted, by the way, in case you.
Oh,
Yeah. In case you were
yeah.
talking.
I was just like, I wanted to check the traps. So yeah, so the trap is like covered in this green, slimish whatever.
Well, as you lean over and look at the trap, you see that it has been sprung. And there is a spindly leg, you'd say, on the floor.
Ugh.
It looks like that of a crab, but you're not quite sure. It is very thin.
And where does the trail lead? Upstairs?
Yes.
I want to follow the trail. Let's go.
It's there's not much of a trail. It's like a few droplets here and there. But going up the stairs, you see that it leads past one of the cannons outside.
Anyone who sees Cress knows she stands there with her one hand on her chin and like the typical like Sherlock Holmes. What's going on here? And rubbing her chin.
Why are you confused by cannons?
It's not the cannon. It's something triggered the trap. I found a leg of something, of some creature that it left behind in the trap, and it spilled some. I don't know if it's blood or something, but yeah, and the trail of blood leads up here, past the cannon and out
What
the
the
ship.
fuck? You hear Isaac behind you with a loaf of bread in his mouth as he comes over to look at.
See this stuff, and I put my finger into the substance and rub it between the fingers. See this, and
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
And this is part of whoever steals the food. And it seems like it's no one on the ship, but either clinging at the side of the ship, clinging to the side of the ship, or it's some creature that's living in the sea.
Why the side of the ship? What do you mean?
I don't know.
I think she means like
It's something that climbed in through here, through the
Hmm.
cannon hole, and I don't know, because it's not on the ship. We've searched the ship several times.
did we look in?
Also, the leg looked kind of like, I don't know, like a crab or something, so it looks like something that comes from out of the sea.
I mean like those things we fought the first time we were on this boat?
Who knows? Maybe. Maybe one of those just when we.
Like you fought something when you were on the boat first time?
Yeah, we saved him from weird crab things.
Yeah, well, you weren't there, Isaac, but yeah, we fled from the Iron Republic. But there were some crab thingies, and maybe some of those is clinging to the ship, to the underside of the ship or something. I don't know.
Aren't you glad I didn't let you set this boat on fire?
I'm glad too. That won't stop me from lighting the next Iron Fleet ship on fire.
Tell you what, I'll even help you out. We'll burn it all together.
So
Okay,
how do we get
Cress
to
looks
the
at him and is like
underside of the
totally
ship?
fired up and is like, okay, I'm up for that.
Actually, we have this component from the black
But
box.
yeah, maybe we could stop the ship for like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna take a dive and see if I see anything.
I mean, we're not gonna be able to fully stop in the middle of the ocean.
We should just check all the cannons.
We can pull down the sails, but the wind will still be pushing us slightly. Or the waves.
I want to look
Yeah.
out of the cannon hole if that's possible to see if there's any trail of some sort outside.
Well, you see one last drop on the edge of that cannon pod, but after that you have no idea. Kind of hard to see down the side of the ship as it's curved inward, and the waves have probably erased any sort of trail that could be there.
I want to roll back the cannon and want to look into the cannon.
Now you could just open the one end, right?
Well, you look inside the front of the cannon,
Mm-hmm.
and well, there's complete darkness inside the cannon.
I want to reach inside the cannon.
You reach
Dave
your
just
entire
shakes his
arm
head and
into the
he's like,
cannon,
oh my gosh.
but you get about halfway, and yeah, on the way you don't feel anything except a lot of soot
Mm-hmm.
that is now clinging to
That's
the
fine.
clothes on your arm.
Without talking to Cress or saying anything, Baron just walks up, pulls open the end of the cannon that you loaded the cannonballs in, and goes back to the plane.
As you open the end, a bit of soot and black powder falls onto the floor, and the large, heavy cannonball funks onto the planks.
Okay, it's not in here. Just wanted to make sure.
So you do realize they have openings, right?
Well, maybe I just wanted you to open it and the creature couldn't flee, so I was on the other side like a trap.
Good planning. You're right. Master tactician. Very, very smart. Well, we know where it's coming from. Maybe the next step is just have someone watch this area for it to come through.
Yeah, maybe we actually need someone to watch the food at night. An additional person keeping watch.
Well, we probably won't be drunk tonight, so I can help out with it.
Okay. Isark, you don't know about any sea creatures that might be able to do this?
Me? No. Been traveling a lot. Nothing like this ever.
Hmm.
Mostly it's been me stealing the food. I mean, cooking food.
I save.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
yeah, so?
Go ahead.
I guess we should go down and tell Jed and the others.
You tell Jet, I'll tell the others.
Okay.
And I'll go up to the top deck and call Polly over here.
I'm gonna tell Jed and show her the trail and stuff. And reset the
Yeah.
trap just in case.
And I'll tell everyone upstairs what they found out.
Oh, just question for the DM.
Oh.
Was any more food missing, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, God. So the trap didn't really stop it. Okay.
Hey, you got one of its legs. If it is a crab, all we need is 5 more days.
If it's just one crab, yes.
It's 3 crabs in a trench coat.
We have to meet that character at some point now.
3 goblins in a trench coat, please.
15 crabs in a fucking trench coat.
So, if the food is still going missing, we need to find these things soon.
Please roll intelligence for me, Cress.
Cress, you say? Hmm?
Cress.
So try to have intelligence, no nature or stuff like that, right?
Could be nature if you have
If you have what?
more proficiency in nature. Oh, well, you do,
I
because
have
you're-
everywhere more
Right.
proficiency than in straight rolls.
Right. Fucking bars. Yeah, do nature.
I have +2 there instead of +1. At least that. So it's a 16.
Well, you think that the opening in the crate that Rakesh may have caused
Sorry.
Mhm.
may have had something to do with the creature appearing again tonight.
I guess I'm gonna start. Switching like the food from one crate into another one that was used for something else, for like rope or something before. So the rope is in the damaged one, and the food in the other one, and switch them.
That's gonna help.
Easily enough, you switch around the crates.
How much of the food could we fit into the chest where there's a lock on it?
Probably around half of one of the crates. Seeing as one of the crates is almost half empty,
Yeah.
probably that crate.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Isaac. What's the most important food to him and for his cooking, and we're gonna store that into the chest with a lock.
He looks at you strangely and just smiles and says, "Everything."
Well, I give you half a day to make a decision. Until then, we're gonna fill something in there randomly. Then just leave him.
Well, as you return later that day, you see that the chest is full with random food items, and it definitely a little too
I try to close it anyway.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Hmm. 16.
Yeah, well, you manage to close the chest. You think you hear some of the more drier rations crunch maybe when you jump on the chest to close it. But well, there's a surprise for everything, and the chest is closed.
Chick chick. And closed. Does anyone actually have a key for this thing? During the day, I'm gonna ask all the people on the ship if they have a key for this chest.
Hands you a rusty old key.
Okay.
Do you do anything else? A couple of days pass. Is there anything you would like to do in that time?
We
Traveling at
compile
sea.
evidence from the cave, all of us together, since we all know everything. We don't have to go over it again.
Yeah, and I want the last 2 bottles to be identified, if possible.
Yes, I will do that in the next few days. I'll identify both the bottles.
Do you identify with a check or do you identify with?
With identify.
With identify. Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna have you roll on that. You find a potion of. What was it? Yeah, one of the bottles, the blue one, is oil of etherealness.
Oil of
Okay.
etherealness. I don't know if that's written correctly, but I just name it like that. Okay.
And the other is a potion of stone giant.
Oh god.
Potion of stone giant
Oh.
strength.
Strength.
Okay.
Also have her
Okay.
to identify the signet ring.
Okay, I'll identify the signet ring as well.
There doesn't seem to be any magical properties about that about that ring, about the totally not magic ring.
He shrugs at you when you tell him to identify the ring and it doesn't have anything.
Okay.
And I guess we also know what the things do, the potions and the oil.
Yeah, you will know what they do.
What does the oil do? Do I have to look it up? I'm gonna look it up.
It's
You want me to read it, or are you looking it up?
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, they'll probably re-go over the plan for when they get to compass.
yes. What is the plan? The plan.
Yes, the plan.
Wasn't it? I don't remember the house order. I think it was
Okay.
my place, your place.
It was it was your place, my place.
And then it was
find your friends.
Yeah, and it was let me pull up the computer real fast so I can read the thingy. It was
Find your female friend first.
yeah, it was try to find Sandai. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Which one? Sandai?
And I.
Okay, it was try to find her first. We couldn't find her. Then it was try to bring us out to meet us. And if that doesn't work, it was either we were gonna stop by tick tock the fence anyways, and then none of this worked. We were gonna try to find. Oh, is that how you imagined it pronounced?
Could you repeat that? I think you cut off.
Aravel, the female elf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Aravel.
Yeah, and then they're gonna try to find Aravel. Nothing else worked, and they'd have to like have something to like fully entice her because she's
And you're not looking for Marius?
okay, so Varian's plan is he's going to try to like maybe pay a street kid to like arrange a meeting with Marius where Varian doesn't have to actually like go to their hideout and potentially expose all of them and like lure like hideout full of street kids that thief. That's bad. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
It's TikTok is in there anyway. And then Arrow. In order of if we don't find you. Make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's the plan.
Oh, Varians, Rakesh's, finding people.
Unless anyone else has anything to add.
No.
Someone else have a place in Compass, was it? Or was it just us?
No one
Just
else
you.
has mentioned
No.
anything.
Okay.
I'd like to buy some. You get to it.
Oh yeah, Freya wants to buy something.
Yeah, I thought there was a third thing. We should all honestly go shopping.
Mm-hmm. We'll do that.
Shopping. Okay.
So Varians, Rakesh's, people, and shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are you keeping watch over the last 4 days of travel?
Oh, do you want to just have the same rota every night?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. Just in general, who's looking out and where is who, where, you know, what looking
I'm
for.
gonna be a lookout.
I'm gonna be looking out as well.
Trying to.
On the top of the ship. Looking into the sea.
Anyone guarding the hold?
Please, someone do. I guess because I made that my mission, that's what I'm gonna watch.
I can do
Okay.
that too because chat's
Yeah,
going
we can
straight
switch
for Panther
switch
anyway.
when the other one goes to sleep.
So we should
Perception rolls, please.
Ah yes, a plethora of perception rolls.
A 15 for me.
19 for Varian.
5. For chat.
Oh my god, I nearly got an actual one. Oh, 16.
I got a 10.
Well, for those keeping watch at the top of the ship, you see the storm behind you, passing you by, and heading straight for the radar scan. For some reason, looking at the storm, it seems somewhat malevolent, but you can't tell why. For those in the hold of the ship, as you keep watch, Cress,
Mm-hmm.
you don't notice anything. And as Jet takes over the shift, you notice that she seems pretty tired. And during your shift, one of your shifts, Jet, you kind of, nap a little, unfortunately. But nothing seems to happen during that time. And sorry, there's an actual storm outside. Well, the next morning, soft light streaks through the planks of the ship. You hear in the distance scores of seagulls pierce through the air. Further off, you can hear bells ringing in the distance. And above you, you hear a very low voice croak, "We're here." And you slowly wake up from your sleep.
During those days, did Arenal wake up at all?
Well, as you wake up sitting in the hold, you notice that Arenil is gone.
What?
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah, and the first thing he does is just go up to the crow's nest and just die by falling.
As you come up
Hey,
to
now
the
that he's
top,
awake,
you
we can
see
drag Arenil and
Arenil's
Polly into a game.
corpse
Mm-hmm.
on the. No, I'm kidding.
I like this idea.
Here we go, compass music, boys.
Ooh, I love it.
Guys, now that Arenil's awake, we have to drag the rest of the crew into
Yeah.
a game of truth.
Definitely.
This
Oh,
session, like next session, like it needs to happen soon.
Oh my gosh, yes.
This is my
Okay,
new
so
man.
Beggar can prepare a lot of backstory for all of them.
I told him a month and almost 2 months ago that this was gonna happen. I literally sent him a message. I'm like, "Hey, this is when I'm gonna start being terrible and interacting with your NPCs." And I've been
Just
very nice.
kill
and
them
not-
all, then I wouldn't have to deal.
Yeah, but you also know that I'll send you heartbreaking art, so incentive not to.
I made a dice tower. I hope you are proud of me, Dad.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you all slowly waking. What are you doing?
Have we docked? Oh, there it goes. Have we docked?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go wake Serenity up. Serenity.
What?
I'm gonna grab her shirt, like pull her, and then let go and head across it.
That's a very nice one to look out.
As you step out onto the top deck, for a moment the sun so close to the horizon blinds you a little. And then you see it in the distance. A massive circular wall stands high above the landscape. The only thing reaching higher than that is 5 spires on top of the towers, among numerous smokestacks of what you know is compass. Come to compass.
You rolled a natural 20.
Home
I
sweet
flipped
home,
the
boys.
letter.
There's so many
Yay.
fucking sixes. Jesus Christ.
I was building a tower.
It's gonna make it big.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's pretty.
There
Why
are
there's
there
so
are
many
numbers.
insects?
So many
In the
numbers.
shade of the circular wall as you approach from, which is basically here. Yeah, marker. Lies the main port of Compass. And even though it's very early in the morning, it's already buzzing with activity.
Ooh, okay. Are we docking now?
Yes, you are currently pulling into the port.
I'll tap Serenity. We'll get the others. It's time.
He's already up there.
I'll go get them. Come on, guys, it's time to go.
I will.
Okay.
I got them.
Okay, perfect. We're docking.
As you pull in to one of the many docks, you can already see a person standing on the docks, looking expectantly, a very long list in hands. And as you move in to dock your ship, some of the sailors grab the ropes Upali throws over and pull the ship deeper into the harbor, while the person scribbles down the name of your boat, looks at you, and says, "How long will you be staying?"
How long will we stay, boys?
Let's say 3 days for now. We don't know yet, depending on how our
We heard
How
you
the
stole
trading
something.
goes.
And what's your mission, soldier?
Oh!
Yeah, we have the Iron Fleet flag still up.
Oh, God.
He adjusts his
None
glasses.
of your business. Be like top secret, none of your business. Bye.
Oh god, okay.
We are
You
searching
ignore
for
him.
information about happenings that are relating to the Iron Republic.
Very well. You know the procedure. You have to speak to the harbor master
Of
for
course.
any Iron Republic related missions in Compass. Please do remember the laws of the city while you are here. This is not the Iron Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's 7.5 silver per day as you leave the ship here. If there's anything you need for the ship, I'm sure one of the dockmasters have whatever you need. The scribbles.
Thank
Okay,
you
I'm,
very
I'm,
much.
I'm, I'm giving him 3 goals, so we have 4 days for now.
Pockets the gold and looks like he's making a check mark. He looks at you for one more moment, squinting his eyes.
Yes,
Feels
is there
such a
anything I
few.
can do for you?
You look unusual. And he simply turns around and leaves.
Fuck. Well, that went well, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Good start.
I totally forgot we still had those flags up.
The dock workers have now secured your ship. And you are fully docked.
Isaac, you gonna take care of provisions again?
He cocks his head for a moment, nods, and holds out his hand.
Don't you have anything left from last time?
I mean, I use everything I have to our advantage.
I guess so. How much do you need?
What can you spare?
Can kick in.
How much can we spare, guys?
Will you be eating on the ship? Will you be eating in the city? Do you just want me to stock for how many days?
I guess we are gonna eat in the city, so you can just buy the stuff for the journey, wherever it may take us.
Okay, so how long would that journey be in theory?
I guess it's always good to be prepared for 2 to 3 weeks, just in case.
3 weeks it is. 3 weeks, 4 days.
So, in case we have to leave very fast, it's good that we are prepared by then.
Probably, I mean, if we make it last, gold and a half per week, then we 5 gold.
I'm looking at the others. Guys, am I the only one who always have to pay for this?
Serenity, how much gold do
Arian
you
said
have?
that he would kick in money.
How much gold do you have?
I have about the same as you. How much do you have?
Arian will kick in some money.
This is such a good. Oh.
How
Oh.
about we take a short break
Okay.
to do stuff because I really need to head off to the toilet.
Yeah, yeet.
Yes. Uh,
Oh shit! I put a marker.
Oh, that's a marker.
does anyone need a longer break, or do you just want to keep going after?
I'm good.
I'm good break-wise, so however long everyone else needs is good with me.
Okay, see you in like 5 minutes then.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back too.